Hello, friends and fiends. Welcome back to the Forge. The Sacrum, I find, is a very interesting bone because of its intricate shapes and mystifying presence. Can't really see it too much on the surface. Anyway, in the 10 minutes that we have together, I'd like to try to demystify it as much as possible. And I'm sorry about the condition. My body is responding to the environment in a most unpleasant manner. But anyway, we shall move through it and persevere. So, starting the timer for the 10 minutes in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here we have my, I guess, initial view of what the sacrum looks like when simplified. And I guess from a side view, something like this, like so, or like this. With like the coccyx, the very end of the spine coming like this. So yes, that would be about where things are for now. And I hope to update this with a lot of not juicy, but new insight into how this bone actually functions, or most likely multiple bones, because this is probably very complicated. Anyway, so I have pulled up a couple of resources. So first of all, the standard anatomy viewer that we started using last time. So we can see here that, this may, oh yes, so one thing that I quite enjoy about this is that you may use the female and male counterparts, if I can find out how, or maybe not, we'll leave that for later. Anyway, so I believe this one, if I had to guess, it would be the female one, because, anyway, let's just continue, I suppose, sorry. We have, I guess it's a lot more V-shaped or W-shaped, rather, than I initially thought. From the side, it's actually quite similar, except the coccyx doesn't stick out too much when compared to my initial thoughts. So, I guess if we were to pull this up next to our canvas, like so, we can get hopefully a decent view of it. Okay, so that's our initial thing. Let's just hide this for now. Now let's change color to a lighter one, and let's see. So I guess if you were to try to simplify it, you could go with like a small W, so really big at the sides, and then shallow at the bottom. Then it comes out around, goes like so. Interesting. So it's a lot more W shaped, like if you were to try to draw a W like so, and you were trying to cover it like so, like this, kind of simplify it. But anyway. We can see that it goes like that, and so that's just like the outline of it, but I suppose it would be good to look into the structure of it as well. So if we take a look at how it connects to other things, so for example the legs, we can see that it connects like so. There's a bone muscle over here. Yes, a round little insertion, maybe like a joint, I guess is what it might be called. So let's use something for contrast. Okay, so I have joints over here, and I suppose over here, since it mirrors. And then, so the spine actually seems to connect to the sacrum, kind of like this. Oh yes, I since learned that it's called the sacrum. So the spine connects down here, when its final curve curves into the final area. Interesting. So if we were to draw that out, it would be something like this. So the spine actually expands at the very end, connects up here, and then we have the spine going up. And of course we have the very tailbone coming in, which is actually quite visible from up here. Interesting. And then, of course, if we come back to our spine, our sacrum, we can outline that something like this. So it's more like an inner bowl, or like so. It's a nice little shape. And then it comes over here, it's like so. And then there's also this to note. I'm not sure how one could use this in art, like these little spaces. I suppose I should erase for those. So like these little shapes over here. And yeah, exactly. Maybe not exactly, but yes. Interesting. Of course, the like bones come out like this and go down. We shall be investigating these in the future, I suppose. Yes, that's from the front view. Seems to be generally based off of a W shape. Like this, W shape. Maybe like a really shallow W shape. I'm sorry for the motorcycles. Yes, quite loud vehicles, but I suppose if that's what they enjoy, then yes. Anyway, then it connects to the spine like so. Spine is visible back here. Not that it matters too much if you're drawing a normal person, person with skin. And then come down here, like so, and come down like that. Okay, so that's from the front view. It's more like this. So if you would simplify it, you could draw something like this, like so. The ends are kind of rounded, which is something to note, I suppose. Anyway, I guess we can tackle the side view now. So side view, look over here. Let's try it from a different angle. There we go. So side view has a bit of something like so. Let's try a new color. Let's try yeah. Okay. So side view has the sacrum like so, and it kind of comes out, which is kind of interesting. Comes out like so, comes in and out. So it's more like a bit of two shapes. So we have the main shape up here, which is kind of round, and then this shape, which is like a fire or something. Anyway, clicks like so, like that, and then comes forward, not too much. It's supposed to be here. So I guess if I were to fix this a little, something like that would help. Okay, there we go. So it comes out slightly and then comes back in. So it's actually not as big as I initially anticipated, especially when maybe compared to the rest of the body. Yes, like the rib cage, it's maybe only about half a rib cage tall or so. A little taller than half a rib cage, it seems. So if you were to draw it from a regular body, so using what we learned last time, it's like this. In, I guess we can go like that, and then from what we've learned today, we can have this one come like this, second come like that, and then like that. So interesting. Oh. So the sacrum isn't as tall as initially anticipated, maybe around a little taller than half, so a bit taller than this, and it's actually closer to the rib cage than I thought. Interesting. Okay, sorry for my cold conditions. Anyway, we have this, and now. I suppose we should maybe tackle like a different angle. If we can figure out how to do that. Okay, let's just try a standard 3/4 view or so. Maybe that's 3/4. Sorry. So I guess this is now straight on us, so it's going to be straight, so like a line, and then this comes down, and then utilizing what we've learned, upper round shape, and then it comes forward here. So we come forward, and then comes like so, connects up. There we go. So that's how the sacrum seems to link up. And then we have, of course, we have the spine, which is going to come in like so, and the leg bones, which is going forward, so it won't be too big, like that. Okay, and now I think it might be good to look at maybe some ligaments. I think that's what these are, or maybe just, oops, sorry about that. It's okay though. Anyway, my brother's eating nearby. Anyway, look over here. Oh yes, of course. So these do seem to maybe refer to joints. So we have some joint thingies surrounding the entry points. So something like that. Maybe like a tube around it. And then of course over here as well, we have some joints connecting it. And for this, we've got a lot of stuff over here. So if we look back to our original thing, notice that the spine has a lot of stuff here, maybe protecting it, because those bones are quite delicate and important for basic function, like so. Okay, how about we add some muscle then? Muscle seems to usually clears things up a little, except this is kind of like a fish. No, maybe we can look at it a different way. I don't know. There we go. Okay. Let's try it down back the muscle slightly so we can maybe get a bit of a more of an insider view. Okay, we'll make it up. This pen tracking. Okay, and then bring this in. So we see muscle. Wow, that is actually a very intricate muscle. So it seems like we have a muscle over here that's going from up here. Let me just use a new color. High saturation. It comes up from here and actually comes down into here. Not that that matters too much. Okay, sorry. If we look over here, we also have things like this. But in general, it seems like this is mostly covered in muscle. So we don't really need to worry too much, except like, I suppose these bones are quite visible, even when you have high muscle. Yes. So the bones seem to provide a lot of structure for future muscles. So it might be good to pay attention to those, or practice those with the pen. And yes, so from the back, seems like the sacral is more like this. Sacrum. Oh, no, I just realized we only have about 30 seconds left. In that case, let's just try looking at the back from without any muscles, so that we can see and compare. Yes, so, oopsie daisies. There we go. So you got this, and we got this, so backwards W. So if we learned anything today, I think at least that I learned that looks like a W, shaped like a W, and the forward is like a big thing, and it comes forward like so, like that, and the coccyx is like that. Okay, sorry. So that concludes today's 10-minute study. I'm sorry about my condition, feeling a little under the weather, but I just thought it might be good to maybe get this out of the way, because I kind of have a lot of stuff coming up soon, so might not be able to post for a while. But yes, this is the sacrum, and yeah, it's about this, a little larger than half of a rib cage, when compared to the rest of the skull. I'd say maybe about, yeah, it's definitely taller than the skull, I think. So that might be a good point of reference, and yes, the connections to the bones are at the very bottom. So here is where you'd find it connects to the leg bones. Leg bones, sorry, technical medical term is escaping me. And of course connects to the spine. And most visible of all is that when viewed from like an actual person, you can actually see that it looks more like an arc because of this spinal bone that connects down here. So it would be more like this. You have this big shape, this jutting shape, and then this would look more like one continuous line because of the spine. Because of the spine. Anyway, that might be an easy way to remember it, and I suppose that's how conclude today's lesson. I mean, but I guess it might be also nice to look at this for a second. Yes, so the muscles from the top, they come in like so, come in and then come out because of the muscles, the legs. So yes, I guess the muscles tend to kind of come together above the sacral area, at the very end of the sacrum. But anyway, I suppose that shall conclude today's 10-minute study. I hope that maybe you were able to learn something with me today, but I'm not sure if that will be too much to hope for. But anyway, I suppose that shall conclude today's lesson, 10-minute study of the sacrum. I hope to see everyone out there. Good luck, sorry, with all of your drawing and stuff. Yes, because art is all about the practice, I suppose. Anyway, good luck with your own art projects, and I shall see you next time with another study where we may, that's strange, anyway, where we may be studying I suppose we can start studying the legs, because I do have trouble with the legs and how they connect. So these leg bones, what are they called? The femur, yes. Next time we might be studying the femur, so look out for that if you want. Anyway, I shall see you all next time. Goodbye, and please have a wonderful day.